Alright guys, if you're in the market for any extra drone or your first drone, this is a video. This is the HOVERAir X1 Pro Max. So this is a third version of the drone. They launched it in the previous. This is the latest model. And I'm gonna tell you who should buy this drone and who should stay away from it. I fly this drone a lot. I crashed it a lot. And I'm gonna share my honest opinion about this drone. So previous models, it was a very successful. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people hate it because they were using for the wrong environment, right? So now in this 2025, was best innovation with the 4K camera self-flying drone. Reason why I say that, when you receive the drone, the packaging box, everything is like a legit top-notch. When you remove first time the drone itself, this is a pocket less than 250 gram drone, and you're not gonna respect and you're not gonna love a lot. It looks like a high quality flying the drone toy, right? Nothing else. Like usually when you drone, it has to be big and solid heavy, right? This is very lightweight, and as you can see, it packs 8K camera. So every time you fly this drone, you're gonna start loving it and you're gonna start respecting it, how this drone acts like a person, like trained person. So it comes with the 15 plus preset flying mode, and everything is super easy to navigate, super easy to use, right? So you don't need any remote controllers, any other second person. This drone is gonna make all the work itself by itself, right? So you're gonna turn on the drone, ready to set. So before I turn on this drone, let's cover just how's the built-in fit and finish quality. These plastics, when you touch, it's going to be like a little bit movie. They include, where's that part? I don't know. They include the small part, you try to break it, but actually very tough unit. And the huge plus, the company sells the propellers that separate, and the propeller cage separates. So if you break it and the crash, you can order and replace it. The parts availability is like a number one for me when I'm buying something. Actually, I crashed so many times, didn't even accept these scratches, didn't happen anything. So I can crash this drone in the high speed multiple times, nothing gonna happen. And trust me, you will crash this drone when you start learning. So now a couple plus and minuses I'm gonna cover. As you can see, it's updating now. Just I installed update. They constantly pushing the updates. That's really good. So now the reason why it's going to be your favorite drone is the pocket size. You can just throw in your pocket any place, a new place you're going, and when you want to just shoot the scenario, you just open it, you fly the drone, and it's going to be your cameraman is flying entire your vision. So now a lot of people is mistaking the cycling the modes, right? Which mode is going to be better in that which scenario. So the cycling mode is perfect when you cycle faster action. Drones, it moves a lot faster to side, looks to the side. So if you're jogging or you're walking, you're doing a vlog kind of stuff, follow mode is going to be perfect. It's very smooth and nice cinematic shots with the 8K videos. So the modes, it's going to be 15 different modes. I'm going to cover in the videos. I will insert all the other modes in it. So all the modes works flawless, and it comes back to where the drone it starts. That's my favorite feature. So you don't need to, the weight, the drone is where's the flying. You don't need the controls, anything like that. So by itself, the drone itself, you can make a lot of videos, a lot of good contents, just the drone itself. So now the camera, my Sony camera is 4 or 5 times more money than this, and it's a 4K recording. It's going to be overheats all the time, so I have to wait. 8K camera, I never had any issues. It records flawless without any issues, without any, surprisingly well. In the 8K video, it records up to 60 frames per second, from 24, 30, 60 frames per second, so it works good. So you don't need the most of the time 8K videos, but just landscape, like they're doing that crazy shots. But 4K videos, it goes up to 120, 24 frames, 25 frames, 30 frames, 60 frames, 120 frames per second, and you can do the slow motions. That's huge. Who makes sport contents, right? You running, you jumping on the dirt bikes, all that stuff. I lost a lot of the videos because I thought I'm gonna formatting my SD card. I format built-in memory. This drone has a 64 gigabytes built-in memory and 1 terabyte SD card. You can insert it and you can record inside. So the videos, it's gonna be just the separate videos. All the videos is gonna be in the file. Now if you want to record the audio, has a feature to recording the audio too, so that's great. So now let's cover the batteries.
Mode, hover.
Yeah, you just turn on, it's gonna be modes on, and that's it. Let's cover the batteries. It comes with the 2 batteries for me, right? As you can see, I put the upside down battery. Each battery is gonna last around 15, depending what kind of scenario you're shooting. 60 minutes as the maximum time. And trust me, 60 minutes is more than enough. When you have a 2 batteries, 30 minutes of footage, it's 1 day footage, it's going to be more than enough, right? Or if you want to do the continuous recording, you can just order one more battery, and I'm going to show you in the future how to unlimited time have the batteries, right? You can insert this battery here, and you have a fast charger. You can connect a fast charger until you're flying 2 batteries. The one battery is going to be fully charged from 18%. Usually I remove the batteries from the 18% to 100%. It's going to take 40 minutes in this charging unit. If you leave the battery inside this charging unit, it's going to be eat off the battery. That's why when I finish the charge, okay, you press it here, it's going to be show the battery 25%. So when I finish, I put the upside down like this, so battery is going to keep 100% all the time. If you leave the battery inside the drone, also it's going to be eating up the battery for some reason. So I like to remove the batteries when I'm not using long periods of time. Let's get back to the drone. Drone itself, it's going to give you a lot of options. So now, super easy. You remove your from your pocket, you just turn on, and you have a hover mode here. The hover mode, you just lift the drone, you set up here, as you can see, track. You can lift it up the hover mode a certain distance.
Zoom out. Hover.
So a certain distance, and it's gonna drone its looks on the sky, and no matter where you're gonna walk. Actually, when you walk on the cities, the drone is gonna be just looking at you and the track where you go. So from the top shot or the elevation you set up, how high it's gonna be the drone, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna be just pass by, nice pass bys, or you walk it out. So it's gonna be another camera here. So when you're done, you stop it, you pull your hands out, so it's gonna be drone comes back and lands to your hand. So here you're gonna change the modes. That zoom out, it's gonna be just goes, as you can see, I have a 20 feet high, so it's gonna goes 20 feet and goes up, right? Flies. And you can set up here, press and hold, it's gonna be just a setting high. I'm gonna do low, you see that? Flat, so it's gonna be just goes flat. And also you can just go how far you're gonna do it. Follow mode with the cycling mode I covered again. When you're walking or jogging, it's a follow mode, a lot stable video, a lot smoother video, right? Orbit is gonna goes around and it goes just surroundings. I have a video. Spiral also, it goes like a far out and it comes back. These modes you can do, or the different, actually you can see here, but for example, you never use a bird's eye or indoor follow. Dolly track is my favorite, so it's gonna be house. You're standing, it zooms in, but the drone is flies back, so it's gonna be very nice. So the dolly track mode, it's gonna be very nice mode. It zooms out the drone in, and actually the zooms out in, the drone is flies back, so background is going to be like a big, and I'm supposed to do a lot of videos about this the unit, right? Also you can adjust it here. So 15+ day launching every time the new updates and some kind of new options. You can fly on this drone because the pocket size, you can throw in your pocket and you can fly this drone. You can make a lot of videos. Now you're gonna take your game to the next level. You have a phone, right? On the phone you can install your drone app. Now you have more controls over the drone, so you can set up all the flight modes. You can adjust the camera angle. You can fly your drone like a controllers from the phone, right? So now your distance from the 500 meter, it's gonna go to 1 kilometer, right? 1,000 meters. So you can fly your drone a lot farther because you have a bigger screen, you have more controllers from the phone. But you don't need, but the free app, you just install it, you can control more your phone. Also huge plus, now when you're using the phone, you connect the drone to your phone through the Wi-Fi. Now your phone microphone, it's going to be acting like a microphone. So noise canceling, it's going to be actually eliminates the drone noise totally. So you have a clean audio while the drone is just sits next to you and making all the drone noise, right? Audio recording from my phone microphone. So it's going to be noise cancelling already. That's a huge plus. So you have a built-in microphone and the drone. And what is the good part? You have all the video files and you have a separate audio files. So later on you can work the audio files. You can just merge together, or when you download the videos through your app, it's automatically merged. So now your video has audio built in. So no matter what kind of flight you do, if you go to your setup and set up the audio recording, it's going to be recorded through your the microphone. Now, all this stuff is very fun. If you want to take your game for the next level, you have a little bit extra cash, I highly suggest to get Beacon. Beacon is a game changer of the drones. This is a drone controller. Look at how small is this, like my watches. And however, if you guys watching this video, please make another band for the Beacon so I can use on my arm all the time. not stationary, right? That's going to be a huge plus if I can use it on the arm. So as you can see, for the beacon, for example, we're going to turn on real quick.
Current mode, dolly track.
So it takes about 10 seconds. The beacon is already connected. Now you have a super nice clean the screen here. You can see it, what the drone is doing, and you can control through the beacon, right? My favorite thing is I'm glad I got the beacon for sure. And now so I can fly here on the side, all the modes.
Dolly track, snapshot, orbit, follow.
So all the modes is going to be here. And I love how these guys did. Every time you fly the drone, it's going to start recording. So you're never going to miss the video. I did this so many times. Like sometimes I fly in the drone, I get excited at the daytime. The screen, you're going to see it. And I didn't hit the record button, right? It happens. So I have to fly the drone again. But this time, on this drone, every time you fly it, it's going to be recorded, the video. So you're never going to miss the video if you don't format, like me, the built-in 64 gigabyte memory, the part. So Beacon gives you a lot of options. As you can see, Copilot, you can turn on the Copilot. In the shots, you can make the video, all the video settings here. In the flight settings here, you can just change all the flights. And as you can see, these navigation buttons, I can control this drone without any issues. But the only thing, it says that these buttons are one-click buttons, so it's going to be certain mid-level speed. So you can send the drone farther, or any the modes, for example, your fly mode, you can just control the drone at a certain space, and it's going to be from there, it's going to be shooting you. You do your stuff, your activities, all that stuff, and it's going to be seen. Screen is very nice and clean. Even the daytime, bright sunny day, I can see the screen. I can read all these small the icons here. So Beacon must have game changer items. Now you want to get a lot fancy, right? Beacon comes with the magnetic. You see that clip, the magnetic mounts. So you can clip this mount. And a huge plus, the Beacon has a microphone. Now every video you make, you record the audio to the video. So you can just vlogging, this is your microphone actually. You can fly the drone and you can talk to the drone, or you can just tell the story, all that stuff, right? The drone noise is going to be automatically with the noise cancelling, great noise cancelling, it's going to be eliminated. So you're not going to have any drone voice, nice clean sound through the Beacon, right? That's huge. Now they have a bunch of 1/4 inch or the GoPro mount kind of stuff. I use this a lot on my motorcycle. You just click it. Make sure you clip these locks on the side so it's not gonna fall off. So you're enjoying your Beacon, but you're gonna get the next step, right? They have this kind of addition for the Beacon controller.
Manual control.
Now you're gonna be fancy guy, the manual controller. As you can see, button here. So how it's going to be controls, you press the button, so it's going to be engage the drone. You send the drone back, forward, left and right. So you can just adjust it. As you can see, these buttons now turns to this. So this is one click, like when you click, it's going to be drawn slowly, mid-speed, it goes up. But this one is a multi-speed function. When you click this, it's going to be faster, and very fast, the top speed, or the same to the side to side. So you have more options to control it. These guys are amazing, man. When you charge this part, the bottom part is charge the Beacon. If your Beacon battery is dead, when you connect this, it's going to be charged the Beacon, right? So it's Beacon, the battery itself, it's amazing. You can fly You can fly 3-4 batteries, and the Beacon battery is going to be still there. So you're never going to out the battery from the Beacon. Another huge plus, if you out the battery, you have quick connection for the Beacon, and it's going to be USB-C charger, right? So they think about doing a lot of stuff without running out the battery.
Control.
So now we have a manual control, but you're going to get even fancier. You're going to get this part, you're going to connect that. Now, as you can see, screen flip it to the horizontal, like this. Now you have a more precise control. Up to 1 kilometer, you can fly your drone without any issues, right? Whew, that's a lot of information for today, my brothers. But we're gonna continue again if you're not satisfied with these connections. So now, when you're gonna wanna get more fancy, this part goes like this. You take like this, you take this, put it here, and now you have a 6.5 or 5.5, what kind of the phone you have a full screen on the phone, right? Now you can control like a super drone, right? So you have a lot of options. My favorite, I don't need the phone, my eyes is still good, so I can see my drone is what's doing. But this part is going to be very, very good to use it like back and forth, side to side, flying around. This one is very, very good. But you don't want to carry a lot of stuff when you mountain biking. Just grab the Beacon itself, and you're gonna have this mount on your bike or somewhere, and you're gonna be just doing all your flights. Hope you guys enjoying the video. Right now I'm gonna show you a couple of my items. I put in the links in the description. So this is the cage I have, right? So I have a supercharger here, AsperX, for the both battery 20%. It's charged the both battery in full. So this one comes with the fast quick, the USB-C 165 watt supercharger. So in 40 minutes I'm charging the both batteries and I never run out the battery. Also I have a 2 USB outputs. If I want to charge the beacon, I will connect this, I will connect the beacon, and everything is charged at the same time. This is must have when I go out. They give you 65 watts charger, but it comes with only the one USB. So this is from the Hover, good quality, 65 watt, one USB-C out. But if I'm charging at the same time the beacon and the other accessories, I cannot do it. So I have a 67 watt fast charger. It comes with the USB-C. As you can see, I'm charging the beacon, the chargers. Also, I can charge any other devices at the same time. So this one is a must-have, a little smaller than this or bigger than this, but it's gonna give you tons of faster charge, and it's compact. As you can see, folds down, doesn't fall down. Yeah, this part falls down. So yeah, this is my setup right now. So what I'm gonna do, I stick to my drone here, the charger here, the 2 battery charger here. I put it down, I hook the beacon here. So this is my most use case scenario. So I have put these guys here, USB-C here. So I close it and I have everything in my one pack when I'm going out. So it's going to be leaving on my trunk on my vehicle, and I will just take this guy out, this battery out, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Sometimes I pull up the beacon and I fly with the beacon. So at the most of the time, right? I love the beacon. So as you can see, if you want to fly drone far, making the videos about the mountains, ocean, and the big buildings and cities, this is not the drone for you guys. This company made to personal cameraman, right? To shoot you, what you are doing, not just the mountains, right? Of course, you can lift the drone 1 kilometers and you can make all the videos also, but it doesn't meant to far fly. So my favorite options are 2 options. Is one's the following. Once the drone is flying, it's memorized where it's flying, and you can set up on the settings, goes back, if you lost you, goes back to where you take off, or it's going to be just a hover at the same spot. When you're riding the bicycle, for example, it's lost you just come back and the drone is going to be staying there and you start following. So in my case, when you crash the drone, I wish they put the button, some kind of button on the app or on the beacon, so I can start playing the sound, right? Just manually, because the drone is sometimes the crashes, or when the little bit crashes, tree branches, drone is just lands down. At that moment, if there's an actually hard crash, doesn't play any noise, right? It's quiet and sits down on the ground. So I wish they made some kind of button so I can click it and I can play the sound from the drone, so I can walk and locate the drone faster. Beacon has the drone find mode right here. You can just scan the area to find the drone, but it's not accurate. Also, app, it's all over the place. Like actually, it doesn't show where's the drone located. So the sound is going to be one of the best. If the drone is crash and falls, then it's going to be playing the sound. A lot of guys, they say you're losing, look at this guy, you're losing the battery when you crash, because this drone flies fast, right? When you crash the drone, the battery flies out. So I have this part right here. I put it on top of the battery, like surroundings, and that's it. I'm never gonna lose the battery when I crash it. So we fixed that issue. Now, as you can see, you have two sensors here on the bottom. This one's the optical sensor, and on the back, Pro Max, you have an optical sensor also, actually sees what is coming. But front camera, it's going to work a lot better because it sits on the gimbal, right? So even when you see the drone is flying all over the place like this and the high speed, the camera is more stable, so it's going to see better. But on the back, imagine the drone is doing all these maneuvers and it has to register what is upcoming. When you're following from the front, when it flies straight front, that's fine. You're not going to crash the drone. But when you're doing a lot of maneuvers, the drone is going all over the place. Actually, you can crash, even it has a sensor on the back, depending your scenario. So always keep an eye, or keep in your mind, this is not the like a most advanced the drone, but it's surprisingly follows really good. I was surprised how this drone is handling all these terrains, and 4-5 years ago it was impossible to do that kind of stuff, right? So you have optical sensor on the back, on the lower part, crash proof cages on the side, also is replaceable. If you break it, still you break these cages, you can order the new one, and availability is a huge plus for the drone. All right, for conclusion, I see in the 2026 2027 they're gonna sell a lot of drones for sure, because as soon as people feels how this drone is capable, just, you know, side following. Right now they just launched the brand new options. They're gonna, from the side, on the side you don't have any of the sensors, so you're gonna be crashing a lot if you side follow and you're doing a lot of activities in the branch or in a lot of tree areas. But side follow, when the open areas, you can just walk around and it's gonna be follow you. Really good. Camera angle, I love it. How's wide the camera angle. 8K resolution, you don't need it because it's the camera surprisingly well. It records in the 4K on the 10-bit, so you can do the color grading, all the adjustments, right? But the 8K, when you're gonna use it, when you want to crop the videos, a lot of smaller parts, so you have all the video details is gonna be stored there. I'm still surprised how this camera works flawless, and you know how the video quality is good for that affordable $699 right price, and making that quality videos without overheating, without any issues, right? Just flies, records the video, comes back to you, and that's it. It's like a personal pet, right? Highly trained personal pet. You're gonna start loving this drone for sure. Okay, last thing I want to add, when the drone is flying already, certain for example cycling mode, you cannot change the mode on the beacon on the fly. So if they add for the next future, if I can able to change my flight mode on the future once the drone is on the sky, that's going to be a huge plus. But the company knows better than me, so maybe they're going to launch later on the future. So audio, sending the signal, the 2-3 things, sending the signal so the drone makes noise when a last one crash through the beacon or through the app, or the second one, yeah, just changing the drone the mode while it's flying. All right, as you can see, tiny super drone, it packs tons of technology, tons of modes, and the really good cameras, the system, and the following tracking system, right? Of course, it's gonna lose in the point to point, but for the price they're offering right now for $699 or $799, that's crazy deal for the drone. And actually, trust me, you're gonna be using this drone 10 times more than any drone you have it in your arsenal, because this one is going to take super small, and it's going to be recording without anything else, recording great videos and record your memories in the small pack. Hope this video helps you guys. I'm out also in the next video. If you didn't subscribe to my channel, definitely subscribe it, and I'm going to put up more content, something like that. And comment below what you guys think about this drone, if you guys using it or if you're about to use, what have and the next videos I'm going to show you how to use all the details, like a small parts. But if I do the video like this, it's gonna be just being the more than hour long video, so I try to keep this video a lot shorter. I'm out, also in the next video.